What's up, Power One? So we're seeing why do people love being around you. Off the top, when I see the Empress card, it's like you're a baddie. Like you always look good. And you're like the nurturing friend. You're the nurturing person in your life and people's lives. Like you have a strong level of intuition as well. You know how to like pick up on like when it's a good time to leave, when it's a good time to go. Maybe sometimes you all plan to go one specific place and then you decide to change where y'all go or what y'all are gonna do, and it ends up being so much more fun, or something crazy ends up happening at another place. So people like this about you. You're able to navigate well. The Ten of Swords here tells me that sometimes you either know that people are really tired and you know how to come in and help them out, swoop in, to any type of work that they're doing or any type of like big plans that are going on. But I'm getting a vibe of like with the Ten of Swords, like you crack people up, like you know, in New York they say, or we say like, oh, I'm dead, like when something's really funny. So I get a vibe like you be having people dead, like your sense of humor is really funny. It's really up there. Like people know that whenever they're around you, you're gonna have like a lot of good conversation, a lot of good laughs. The Three of Wands is like a person that to me that loves to travel. So to me, like you're the vibe for the first 5 cards. Is like you're the vibe that always knows where it's lit at. You know where the spots are. You know where it's gonna be jumping at. So people love being around you. They love that you always have a plug, or you always know where things are, or where things are gonna be lit. You're also like a really nurturing person. So they know that they're going to get the good vibes, the good laughs, but also like a caring a caring person. So sometimes you just meet up with like 1 or 2 of your people, or like you and a family member go out, just y'all two, and they know that they can have a real heartfelt conversation with you. Like they can have that type of back and forth banter where it's fun, it's lighthearted, but it's still very nurturing. It's still nourishing for them. The Knight of Swords tells me too, you like to randomly hit people up. You like to randomly like talk to people about different things, and unexpectedly you'll give people like nudges or affirmations that they really needed in the moment and you had no idea. People love like your logical mind. You have a strong intellect. Your mind is really sharp, witty. You understand the value of communication. So there's a vibe of people love being around you because you always reach out and you always talk to people. Like you don't mind, you're not shy of speaking to people in random places, or you're not shy to like just call somebody and say, hey, how are you? I hope you're good. Like you're not shy of any of that. People love that about you. They also love that even if they like caught a L recently, it's like you're not going to treat them any different. You're not going to make them feel down or bad about themselves. You're not even going to talk about it. You're going to kind of like act as if that didn't happen, gloss it over, and not to be fake and not to be like a real person, but just when stuff is fresh and people just went through it, you have an understanding that, all right, this is not something that they want to talk about. This is probably why they wanted to come out anyway. So I'm not even going to do that to them. I'm going to be the person that that they can come to no matter what. So this is a vibe of why people love being around you. They really do feel as if you're a good person and you have a lot of high quality energy to you, and you know how to nourish them. You know how to be around them, be full hearted. Is that the good word? Is that a good word? Full hearted? What is that a good word? Yeah, they know that they're able to be like in good spirits when they're around you too. So that's a vibe. Also, it's like sometimes people want to be in areas or around people and not talk, and you definitely understand that, and you able to do that with ease. You don't always need to have a conversation. Like you and your friends, you and your family members, whoever you're around, they know that sometimes y'all can just sit in silence. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world because we're vibing, we're chilling. We just are doing our own things in the same space. So you have a vibe of that for sure. The Three of Wands also says that you know how to like hold off on going out every single weekend. You know when it's a good time to go out, like I was saying earlier, but I'm seeing more so of like, you know when it's a good time to like reach out and hit people up to go out. Like if you went out 4 weeks ago, you're going to probably wait 6 to ask people if they want to go to something again, because everybody doesn't have funds. Everybody doesn't have the same energy to just go out every single weekend or multiple times in a month. Like some people really need to hibernate, really need to save, really want to like switch up what they do all the time. So they don't really have the clarity or the clearness in their schedule to go out and do certain things all the time. So these are strong reasons why people love being around you. Pal ones, I thank you so much. Why do you think people want to be around you? What's the compliment that you get the most? And like, what is it of in your mind why you think people love being around you? So let me know that down in the comments down below, and let me know you pick Pile 1. I appreciate y'all so much. Look out for my members. I am going to be dropping that soon. So if you're interested in more videos like this where I'm pouring into you and I'm bigging you up and I'm boosting your self-confidence, because there's a bigger goal here with my channel, I'm boosting your self-confidence, definitely join the members. There'll be 2 tiers, so I'm trying to like make sure I'm able to reach out to all of y'all in whatever ways possible. But thank you so much, Pile 1s. Make sure you comment down below what is the most likely or the most common compliment you get, or why do people always say that they like being around you. Let me know and tell me you picked Pile 1. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment that. Thank you so much, Pile 1s. I appreciate you. Bye-bye. How to's, what's up, baby? So yeah, we're seeing why do people love being around you? I think you like telling and showing people a different perspective, making them see things differently. What I mean by that is like, there's something about how you live your life that people get really inspired by. They really enjoy the way you're able to put yourself out there and be the person that you are without getting validation from anyone else. You have a great level of emotional detachment from the things in life that other people have a strong attachment to. And I think this is what makes you flourish. You're able to be your absolute best self without being too much like in other people's faces or like waiting for other people to approve of the things that you're doing. Because the Knight of Pentacles being right next to the Devil tells me that you have a high level of sex appeal. You tempt people a strong bit to like be single, be on their own. Like they look at relationships differently when they're around you, because you don't seem like you're hurting for anything. You don't seem as if you need anyone to be happy, be content, be fulfilled. And they really appreciate this about you. Like you're the type of person where people are like, oh, she got a lot of confidence. So for me personally, like people always think that I have a lot of confidence because I'm a heavy set woman. So that could be some of y'all. Y'all could be like plus size and have a lot of confidence. Y'all can have some type of different look to you, and people are like, oh, they're wearing that purple hair, they're wearing that yellow bag. Like I never seen nobody use that or wear that before, and they're doing it with confidence. I love that about them. People also like that y'all know how to hold it down and not post everything on social media. The Page of Wands being right next to the 4 of Pentacles and a Star card tells me that you know how to hold it down, not post everything on social media. Everything isn't for everyone else's eyes. People really enjoy this about you, because in this day and age, a lot of people feel like everything we do, it got to get posted. So people know that you could take some fire pics of them. Y'all take fire pics, but you'll just hold it down and keep the pics on your phone and send it to them, and whatever they decide to do with it is whatever they decide to do with it. Also, you like to hold back a lot of what you got going on from social media, because you feel as if it's no one else's business. It's no one's place to know what you actually have in your pockets, in your home, where you live. People don't need to know all of that. So people really enjoy being around you because of that. They really like that you have this type of mindset. Also, you have a clear-mindedness when it comes to like what's right and what's wrong when it comes to family relationships and workspaces. You have a good understanding of how to carry yourself, how to be, how to talk, how to maneuver when it comes to family members, when it comes to job places. So people can come to you often because of this. You could be the type of boss too that makes the workplace feel like a family. Even though the Queen of Swords is like a no-nonsense type of person, I prefer that type of person being the head honcho, being in charge, because they're going to make sure shit gets done and they're not going to be in their feelings. They're not going to be spiteful. Even if the Queen of Swords does have that like streak in her to be spiteful, she'll probably do it in a very just and realistic way. Like, oh, you wanted to be late to work? Okay, so I'm going to give you the bare minimum amount of work so you don't continue coming late. Like, I'm going to give you work, but it's not going to be enough to sustain you and you make good money today. Something like that. Like I used to have a job where I would show up late, and sometimes like they would give my route away, and I'd be like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, but it's like I didn't call, I didn't tell anybody I was on my way, I didn't tell anybody I was running late. So it's like, that's what you get. Nobody told you to come late. You already have a route, so why are you gonna take it for granted and get here late? Even though sometimes I'll be working mad crazy hours the day before, so it's like I barely could wake up today. But anyway, enough about me. Y'all could be the type of person too that knows how to have really good conversation no matter what the conversation is about. People feel like they're closer to you than they actually are just based off of your conversation. So you probably mastered the art of telling people things that really don't matter, but it makes them feel like they know you well, or they know some type of intricate, deep, dark secret of yours, or they know some personal business of yours. And it's like, okay, I'm still holding back so much. This is what excites you. If you really hear my life story, you'll really be on the edge of your seat, hoping for more, wishing I wrote a book or something. Like, yeah, give me that vibe. Also, y'all look really good all the time. All the time. You don't need no type of editorial, no tutorial on how to wear the clothes that you buy. You don't need somebody telling you how to style a statement piece or anything like that. You know how to do it. You know what haircuts, what hairstyles look good on you. You know what clothes fit well on you. You know all of that. Also, you're kind of a workaholic, but you spend your money in ways that people appreciate. Like, so you probably are the type that likes to be like, oh, rounds on me, or oh, we're gonna go out, it's my treat. Like, so you have an overindulgence personality, but it's in a lighthearted way. So you like to get drinks and get good food, but it's for brunch, right? So you probably do brunch every Sunday or something like that. And here and there, you take the tab for your peoples because you're good. Your finances are well established. People also enjoy that about you, not because they're trying to mooch or because they're trying to get what you have. They're more so enjoying the fact that you have yourself so together that they feel good in your presence. You really make people feel really good in your presence. I get like a regal vibe. As I was saying that, I heard regal. So people feel like they're in the upper echelon in society when they're around you. Like, you literally could have connects for different areas in life. You literally can be the type of person that doesn't really need much from other people in order to be content, in order to be happy. Like, you're like, oh, I'm good. I don't need all of that extra stuff. I have what I need. Like, and everybody around me is good too. So you give me the vibe of, I was just listening to the song Fancy by Drake the other day, and T.I. said, and here I am by the bar. I buy you a drink and you decline. Now that's kind of bizarre. So it's like, and he was like independent with the demeanor of an R&B singer. So it's like, you have a demeanor that you're soft and you're, you know, soft girl life and very plush and princessy, but it's like, oh, don't get it twisted. This is gracefulness. I got my own drink. I got myself together, and you don't need to boast about it. You really just let it speak for itself. People see you, men want to talk to you, they want to deal with you. You're at the valet, they expecting some regular stuff to pop up, and it's a Porsche 911, customized, fully equipped kit on it, like nothing, and you're getting in it like it's no problem, and you're not bragging about it, you're not boasting about it. They don't even expect you to get into something like this because the bag you have on isn't a regular bag that they've seen anyone else with. It's not necessarily limited edition, but you're not wearing the things other people wear. You're not doing the things that other people do. So this is why people like to be around you. You have a real unique flair and streak about yourself that speaks for itself if people pay close enough attention. And for the people who aren't very detail oriented, when they start peeling back the layers of you, they're able to see this about you. Like, oh wow, she's really different, or they're really different. They don't really deal with the things that other people deal with. They don't carry themselves the way other independent men or women do, or bachelors or bachelorettes do. They carry themselves as if they're, and then y'all could be Fortune 500. I'm never going to sleep on myself about my readings. However, you could carry yourself like you're a Fortune 500 company owner or CEO, yet you're a manager of a supermarket. And that is not to shit on being a manager at a supermarket. You still making good money, and I'm sure you have a great amount of connects. But I'm just saying, people don't expect people with your position, lifestyle, whatever, to actually, I can't say lifestyle, but with your position or with what you actually do, have the things that you've obtained and maneuver the way that you do. So this is why people like to be around you. You're also very bubbly and upbeat, and you always have a new idea. So you could have a 9-to-5 that pays you very well, but since it pays you very well, you're able to utilize your money in more ways than one. You don't really stay stuck and stagnant. You're like, oh, there's this new thing going on. Let me jump on this wave. Let me put myself out there. Let me see what I can do with this. So I get a vibe of a person that's always moving and shaking, and you're ever evolving. So this is why people like to be around you, pile 1, pile 2s. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Pile 2s, pile 2s, pile 2s, pile 2s. I gotta say it multiple times so y'all know I'm not messing up. But yes, Pal 2, this is why people love to be around you. Please tell me in the comments down below that you chose Pal 2, and what's the compliment that you get the most, and why do people love being around you if they've given you that type of compliment, like, oh, I just love being around you because of X, Y, and Z. Also, be on the lookout for my members, because I will be dropping it very soon. That will allow you to have new content, more frequent content, as well as exclusive content. So definitely join that when I drop it, so that you're able to really get into the things with me. Like, I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and make sure that you comment exactly what I say, your pal, and what's the compliment you get the most about why people love being around you. So thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Pal 3s, what's up, baby? We're talking about why do people love being around you? Why do they love you so much? So the 7 of Cups tells me that you always have a lot of options. Being that the 9 of Cups is right next to it, it tells me that people realize that you always have a lot of things that they want around. So it's like, you could have a lot of love, romantic partnerships, but you are able to have fun with them in the ways that they enjoy. And you start like this new deep romantic vibe, feeling or whatever, from a point where they may have not realized that they wanted love or they wanted a relationship, because the 5 of Pentacles is here. So it's like they didn't know that they needed this. You make them realize how bad they need a partner, how bad they need a friend like you, how bad they need to be around you more if they're family. You do have this strong sense of spirituality and like a higher purpose. Like, you're in tune with your higher self, and you probably speak a lot of life into people. You probably show them that things that they go through is happening for them and not to them. You probably shift people's mindset with the tragedy that's going on with their lives, and you make them have fun in the moment no matter what. You make people realize like there's so many more opportunities than you're realizing. Like, you always make people look at the glass as half full versus half empty. So your upbeat, optimistic personality is what makes people really love being around you. The 9 of Cups is the fact that you're more selfish in love than people are normally, and people learn a lot of this from being around you and from dealing with you. Like, when you leave lovers, they're like, you know what, I need to be more like Pal 3, because Pal 3 taught me that no matter how much you pour into a person that doesn't care, there's no way that they're gonna show up for you. Also, you know how to leave a group project, a job, a networking situation when your time is up. Like, say you go to a networking event and it goes till 7 p.m., you'll probably leave out at 5:45 because you worked the room and you gave your card out, you gave your socials out, you spoke to the people that you felt you needed to speak to. You don't overextend your stay no matter where it is or no matter what's going on. You do have a strong level of collaboration within your social circles or your work environment. Like, you do love to collaborate with others and you do it well. However, your words are really sharp. People know that when you speak and you answer a question, it could potentially hurt people's feelings, but there's something about that they like. I think it's a vibe of them liking this about you, because it's like, ooh, they're gonna curse me out, but I'm gonna love it. Like, you know who I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Tyler's Tarot. How he be cursing people out during his lives. Not cursing them out, but he has his playful ways of talking, but people love it. So I'm getting that vibe from y'all. If y'all don't know who that is, go check out his channel. I think he's one of the best tarot readers on YouTube, to be honest. And it's not to glaze, and I'm not just shouting him out so he can think I'm trying to get, no, I'm really genuine when I say that. Anyway, the Sun card tells me that y'all be exposing things. Like, y'all expose the fact that all relationships aren't made the same. Y'all expose the fact that not all, like, I get a vibe, you know what I get a vibe of? Someone that comes into a workplace and they speak the honest to God truth, and it shakes the ground of what's been going on in that place. You could be like, for your 9 to 5, you could be like an inspector of some sort, like a food inspector, or just an inspector of different sorts. Like, I know different areas or different careers and pathways and organizations, they have inspectors. This gives me like mystery shopper vibes too. So you could be something of that sort, where you're like in the backgrounds and you sift through all of the things. And this talent and skill that you've developed on your own or in your downtime, this is something that you were able to push through and not push through, but just bring into your everyday life. So sometimes it's like you have an investigative streak to you, and people like being around you because of this, because they know like when they come around you, they're gonna be able to get to the bottom of some shit. They're gonna be able to get to the bottom of some things. The Ace of Pentacles, it tells me too that you're a solid individual. People know that whatever's going on in their life, like you're gonna be there. You're gonna be one of the people that they can call, they can hit up, they can be around, and it's gonna be solid energy. Is going to be a solid vibe. It's no switch up. You've been the same since the jump. And not saying you haven't evolved, but like the core of you is still the person that they remember you to be, because you haven't changed who you are on the inside in a way that it's like they don't even recognize you anymore. It's like people recognize you for who you are because you've always been the same way. You never had to put up a fake or a front because you were always confident in who you are and who you were, right? Also, you could have been the type of person in your youth or early on in life who decided to go against the grain and not be a part of like a religious group, not be a part of like the status quo. You could be the type of person who decided to stop going to church and decided to stop participating in holidays or something like that. And people looked at you crazy, but now they're looking back like, oh wow, they were so right. Like now that more information comes out, more people are realizing the people that everyone would say is crazy aren't really crazy. It's more so that you just do things differently. So this is why people love being around you, because you didn't care to leave the church. You didn't care to leave the work environment. You didn't care that everyone stays at this job for 30 years and then they retire because this job has a good pension. You like F the pension, F the retirement from this job in particular, because I'm not happy here. My body doesn't feel good here. I look horrible here. Whatever it may be, I know I can relate to that. This could be my pal. I could be talking to myself. I could be talking to myself. So yeah, like that's another reason why people love being around you. But you're also still highly spiritual. You're also still the type of person who believes in God. You probably like angel numbers or talking about angel numbers. You could be the type of person who tells people a lot of good information that they weren't expecting. So it could be a aspect of you where, yeah, my education isn't formal, but I'm still able to teach you things. Like you could still learn a lot from me and from being around me. So people really enjoy this about being around you. Also, the Seven of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun card tells me that you always show people there's so many more options than what people are letting on. There's so many more ways to skin a cat than what you're used to, than what you're familiar with. So that's what I have for you, Pal 3s. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what is your most frequent compliment and why people love being around you. Don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Sorry, I was scratching my nose, like the top of my nose, not my inside. Anyway, don't be afraid to subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Be on the lookout for my members. I will be dropping that soon for y'all to join. So if you want more bangers just like this, and even better for me to pour into you, build up your self-confidence, and really get you to the place where you need to be mindful, be a full, well-valued person who's just more aligned. Just like let me help you get more aligned. That's what the membership will be all about. It'll be fun and lighthearted, but it'll still be bangers. Like it'll still be a lot of gems in there. So definitely check that out soon. But thank you so much for coming to my channel. I appreciate you. Make sure you comment what I said down below. Thank you, Pal 3s. Bye-bye.